Hello ladies and gentlemen, so I'm on a flight in a climb phase from London Heathrow, EGLL, ICAO code, to Munich Franz Josef Strauss, EDDM, on the ToLiss A321, Lufthansa colors. I'm using also Pilot2ATC as my live voice air traffic control program. That blue arrow indicator you see just below EBBR in purple is the flight level top of climb, which is the flight level that I'm aiming for, 35,000 feet. Well, I'll be approaching it and reaching it in about a few minutes. Here you see 350 in blue, one of the many features of the Airbuses that I really love, that is extremely clear, this displays, and very, shall we say, user or pilot friendly. Now those of you may have noticed the actual time in UTC here, 11:05. I'm in North America, Eastern time, but I set the clock in X-plane before actual local time in London and Munich, so that it's a daylight flight, but I can easily do night flights. I have no problem with that. Now I want to show you the map so you know where we're at. I'm just passing Brussels, just to the south of it, and it's gonna be arrival at Munich. I'll be doing the Rokill 1B arrival. Transition's actually going to be a bit different. I'll show you down here. The transition is DM429. which you don't see in this approach chart, but that's where I'm going. And then to runway 26 left, ILS approach. This is the 26 right ILS approach at Munich EDDM, going to Gudeg, and this shows a landing after that because there's no other waypoint programmed in the FMC, though there are intermediate waypoints here. Here's how the vertical flight path looks from Gudeg, the final approach fix. How do I know it's the final? Is that little propeller there? That's a final approach fix. 5,000 feet above sea level. Munich's altitude, by the way, is quite a bit higher than what you might expect. 1,449 feet for the runway elevation. Average altitude of Munich EDDM is 1,487 feet. You see here, which you see right here, airport elevation 1487, runway 1449. This here, within 10 nautical miles, the safe altitude, minimum altitude for any aircraft, 3,700 feet above sea level, ASL, or mean sea level, excuse me, MSA.
Lufthansa 618 contact Brussels Center on 125.0. Have a good one.
Center on 125.0 Lufthansa 618. Center Lufthansa 618 at flight level 350.
Lufthansa 618 good afternoon. Radar contact.
Now I'm going to be doing a little skipping waypoints, which ToLiss allows, so that I can get close to my top of descent and begin my descent into Munich. As you can see just below here where the double arrow is I'm pointing to, the MOVM is EDDF. I'm just flying right over Frankfurt Airport now. And this white arrow here just after LMAX is my theoretical beginning of descent or top of descent. I'm checking the weather at EDDM here using the weather briefing for X-Enviro. 18th of the month, 2350 Zulu or Universal Coordinated Time, UTC, Universal Time Coordinated. Variable wind at 1 knot, which is practically 0. Savok means everything's okay, no significant weather. 17 degrees, dew point 15, which means it's pretty humid. Altimeter 1015. So if you look at the winds, my selected runway was 26 right, should be fine. I just have the altimeter at 1015 here. Well, according to Pilot2ATC, the active runways have changed to runway 8 left and right, or runways 8 if you wish, because there's 2 of them, or multiple. You can refer to them as runways plural. I'm gonna have to change my flight plan because I'm at 26 left as it is now, though I mean that's how they're directing traffic, so I can't really argue with that. Checking the charts for runway 08 left now.
Lufthansa 618 expect the Roki 1 Bravo arrival with the Rokiel transition for the ILS approach to runway 26 left with the DM429 transition at Munich. Afterward cleared direct Rokiel.
Expect the Roki 1 Bravo arrival with the Rokiel transition for the ILS approach to runway 26 left with the 429 Deutsche Mark transition after VLD cleared direct Rokiel Lufthansa 618.
Lufthansa 618 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Lufthansa 618.
Lufthansa 618 expedite climb to flight level 350.
Expedite climb to flight level 350 Lufthansa 618.
Lufthansa 618 maintain flight level 350, descend to cross Rokiel at flight level 130, then descend via the Roki 1 Bravo arrival with the Rokiel transition to flight level 130 altimeter 29907 at Munich.
Maintain flight level 350 will cross Rokiel at flight level 130, then descend via the Roki 1 Bravo arrival with the Rokiel transition to flight level 130 altimeter 29907 Lufthansa 618.
Now, due to the tricky situation, I'm descending finally. I had to wait for Pilot2ATC's top of descent. I think my type of descent in the aircraft navigation display here was not matching it, so it asked me to maintain 350. Now I'm descending. I have to cross Rokiel at 13,000 feet, flight level 130. Altimeter 299.7 is the Munich Airport ground level altimeter.
Lufthansa 618 contact Munich approach on 128.02, have a good one.
Approach on 128.02 Lufthansa 618. Approach Lufthansa 618 descending to flight level 130. Lufthansa 618 good afternoon. Radar contact. Continue descent via the Rocky 1 Bravo arrival. For the ELS approach to runway 26 left with the 429 Deutsche Mark transition at Munich. Continue descent via the Rocky 1 Bravo arrival. For the ELS approach to runway 26 left with the 429 Deutsche Mark transition Lufthansa 618.
As you can see here, the approach is the same. Rokiel, I'm reaching pretty quickly. I think my descent is on track. You have to be able to make quick changes like this when you're flying, at least it's through the computer. So here we go, we're at 19,000 almost. Now you see this arrow here, this blue arrow keeps moving to a certain point. That is the top of descent, meaning I will be at the top of descent with respect to what's set here as altitude, 13,000 feet, if I'm descending at this rate, which of course will be okay. I could do it a little less of a descent. It'll help me slow down also. So it actually guides you very nicely. 26 left is where I'm landing, so it will be exiting to the right.
Lufthansa 618 Leute 280 nach ToLiss. Willkür Lufthansa 618.
There's the route showing, Mike transition, Mike, and then DM429 transmission, Nelby, and then 26 left. Looks good. I've slowed down to 280 knots or less, and here we go. I wasn't clear about the altitude here, so I had set it to 5,000, which is the altitude you should be at the beginning of the final approach. Turns out there's an altitude constraint here. You should be at 13,000 feet or less.
Deutsche Mark Transition at Munich. Altimeter 2997 cleared for the ELS approach to runway 26 left bis 429 Deutsche Mark Transition Lufthansa 618. Lufthansa 618 turn right heading 100 vectors to the ELS approach for runway 26 left at Munich descend and maintain flight level 110 descend and maintain flight level 070. Heading 100 vectors to the ELS approach for runway 26 left descend and maintain flight level 110 descend and maintain flight level 070 Lufthansa 618. Lufthansa 618 turn right heading 100. Heading 100 Lufthansa 618.
Autopilot is overspeeding here. I have to slow down because at 10,000 feet I have to be 250 knots or less. So that's what I'm doing right now. Speed brake on. Following ATC instructions for direct heading or vectors. They're going to give me the directions to turn and so on, the vectors from this point on.
Lufthansa 618 expedited speed reduction to 250 knots. Willkür Lufthansa 618.
We're descending through to 10,000 feet. We're going to turn on the main landing lights now. And double check, make sure everybody has their seat belts on.
Lufthansa 618 turn right heading 172. Heading 172 Lufthansa 618.
Flaps 1. Auto brake when I land is medium. The runway is very long at Munich, over 13,000 feet. So we have lots of room to stop. Just have to make sure I land properly and approach properly.
Lufthansa 618 leer read for ELS to runway 26 left fly heading 231 to intercept final descent and maintain flight level 050. Cleared for ELS approach to runway 26 left fly heading 231 descent and maintain flight level 050 Lufthansa 618. Lufthansa 618 altimeter 29907 at Munich contact tower on 118.7, enjoy your afternoon. Altimeter 29907 tower on 118.7 Lufthansa 618. Tower Lufthansa 618 inbound for ELS approach runway 26 left. Lufthansa 618 good afternoon. Radar contact. Continue ELS to runway 26 left call when established on final. Continue ELS to runway 26 left will call when established on final Lufthansa 618.
Now the decision height is 1,670 feet. That's where I'm going to be setting the altimeter altitude now. Looks like I didn't handle the automation very well. I'm doing a quick descent here. Okay.
Lufthansa 618 ins are light and variable cleared to land runway 26 left. Clear to land runway 26 left Lufthansa 618.
Now I'm actually going to be taking manual control now.
500. Speed. 400. Speed. 300. Speed.
Glide slow.
Speed. 200.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
100. $50, $40, $30, $20, retard, 10, retard, 5, retard.
Lufthansa 618 exit runway when able.
had to do a few things after the fact. I didn't turn on the gear lights, but it was very busy at the end.
Lufthansa 618 taxi to gate 247 via taxiwise Tango, Bravo 12 Whiskey, Whiskey 2, Foxtrot, Oscar 2. Taxi to gate 247 via taxiwise Tango, Bravo 12 Whiskey, Whiskey 2, Foxtrot, Oscar 2, Lufthansa 618.
I had already passed Tango, went too far, so I'm taking Sierra taxiway. Gate 247 is Terminal 2. The first number of the gate number in Munich is the terminal number. There are two main terminals plus a cargo terminal. So I'm at Terminal 2, which is right here. Instructions don't correspond to the gates. This is probably a difference with the scenery. So I'm taking Sierra 7 exit to Whiskey 2, then Oscar 2. There's Terminal 2. There's a Thai Airways there and a Singapore Airlines. The rest are all Lufthansa. Oh, there's the two Air Canadas also. I can probably go this way right away. Yeah, that's fine. That should be Oscar 2, hopefully. And as you can see, there's gate 247 right there, and I'm heading right for the exit onto that gateway, onto that gate. There's the distance indicator. It recognized my plane as A321. Here I come. I'm going to stop just when it tells me to stop. 87654321, stop. It says too far, but I stopped, and it's too sensitive anyways. So I'm going to set the parking brake now. Starting APU. I like to do this. I prefer this. It's just an exercise I like to do when I get to an airport instead of using ground power. Keeps me sharp. As you can see, with the acceleration of the jumping to next waypoint and so on, the flight took 1 hour 39 minutes. I actually activated the clock just as I was climbing, I think. So 1 hour 40 minutes from the point I revved up the engines for takeoff at the runway in London. Now, to clear these messages, you don't do it like in the caution lights. You go to the clear button. See, it's lit up already. It's very user-friendly. That's where you do it. APU is run enough. I'm going to be turning off the engines now. It needs to run, I believe, a minimum of 1 minute without any load, which means the engine's running. Or when you're pushing back, when the engines are not started, it means it's running, but the APU, I believe it's the generator that's not connected yet. Final steps now in shutting off the plane and letting the passengers out. Cargo doors are opening here on the right side of the plane. And one of the main doors in the front opening up, one left.